Today we are doing a pick a card video for November, so think which card you want. We have cards 1 through 5, so think of your number now. Hi everyone, I'm Donna Stellhorn, your practical astrologer and your practical tarot reader, and I'm the author of Tarot Reading the Natural Way. This is a video course that is available now. The link is in the description. All right, we're going to do a pick a card video for November. This is about what is going to be happening for you in November. Sometimes these will come up as opportunities for you. Sometimes they will be things you need to watch out for. So right now, go ahead and choose a number between 1 and 5. Okay, if you chose card number 1, you are doing the 4 of Pentacles. Now, the 4 of Pentacles, as we can see, has an individual who seems to be, well, with money. That's a good thing. They're sitting on their money quite tightly. And so if we were to have a conversation with this person, they would be actually so focused in guarding their money, they're not really willing to talk. Behind them sits the whole city. That means that all of the fun things they could do, the people they could meet, all of that, they're not doing that. And so as we apply this to your life, this is you are extremely focused on money in November. That might be because you are needing to conserve money, but it also could mean that you have found a source of money and you are making more money. And so you're finding different places to put it. And so how to keep it secure, how to invest it, whether to put it in long-term savings. But you may be doing this to the exclusion of doing anything that's fun. And that is okay because you are sitting there taking care of this very important thing in your life, and that means you may be passing up parties, maybe not doing a big Thanksgiving, maybe looking at how you can kind of separate yourself from your usual activities so you can take care of this very important aspect of your life. For those of you who chose card number 2, you get the Moon. The Moon is a really interesting card because this is a card where we're seeing the animals come out and howl at the moon. Now, what this is indicating is that something very primal, very emotional is going on with you, that you feel compelled that you need to express that emotion. And so some of this could be about you acting on instinct, where you find yourself doing something that you had said you weren't going to do anymore. Maybe it's a habit, maybe it's something where you get caught up in it and you realize, oh, I can't believe I'm doing that again. This might be something where, though, something emotional is happening and you need to express your feelings about it. Now, I think it's super interesting that November we also have an eclipse, and it's a lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse is about where we can feel emotionally blocked. And here you are very much expressing how you feel. Now, the thing to do here is to not be completely in this energy of just reacting to something, because this is to say that you have choice. You don't have to act on instinct. You can, be mindful about this. And so this is when something emotional happens this month, take a breath, all right? And then you can deal with it. And then one other thing that can happen, because you're not alone in this card, so we see that there are multiple animals, and so this is also that you may be in a situation where other people around you are emotionally upset. You don't have to be caught up in it. And so recognize that the way forward is very clear. There's a path, and it leads to something better. And so staying in this place of being stuck in the emotion, that's not so good. For those of you who chose card number 3, congratulations, you got the 3 of Cups. And that means there's some sort of spontaneous celebration going on. This is that people are coming together either to celebrate something that's going on with you or that you are celebrating something that's happening with them. That might be anything from, that they got a promotion, that they got engaged. This is something spontaneous. So this is not the planned celebration you might have for Thanksgiving, but if it's connected to Thanksgiving, it would be somebody who's just showing up, and you didn't expect that they could make it and they surprise you. So, but this is about, doing something that's very spontaneous. Now, if we speak to these women, if we talk to them about, what it is that's going on with them, they are also celebrating the simple things of life. The fact that they can hang out with friends, that there is this abundance in their lives. We can see the fruits and vegetables that are, on the ground and in their hands, and that they are lifting a glass to toast that. And so this is that even if you don't think that you're going to have some sort of celebration, to just have one happen. Send somebody a card and tell them congratulations, or come together with some friends and make it a party. So if you chose card number 4, this is the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups is a really interesting card because this is a person who is momentarily stuck and very much focused on what has transpired and what could be lost, and not seeing what they still have. And so if this is you, this may be that you're very much dwelling on the past, or that something recently has been lost. And so that can be anything from losing a job, or maybe there was some other loss in your life, that is quite emotional, and you're very focused on that. We can see this person's almost in mourning. But this is not a card to stay in that state, because all you have to do is turn around and see that there are opportunities for you. And that can be opportunities for new love, opportunities for companionship or connection, or basically whatever it is that's going to be emotionally satisfying to you. We see there's a lovely house in the distance, and there is a path and a bridge to it. And so you just need to turn and say, all right, I might be feeling down, but what's the opposite of what's going on? Well, what can I do differently? And that's where you can turn, pick up those cups, and go forward. So this is very much about letting go of something and then moving on. Okay, if you chose card number 5, congratulations, you got the 2 of Wands. This is a great card because it shows a person who has this beautiful home and they have opportunities. And we see those opportunities because they're holding the entire world in their hand. So they have one of the wands, which represents action, and that is that they can go out into the world. So this may mean that you have a trip coming up. This may mean that you are planning either a trip for November or maybe something later in the year, which I guess would just be December. But there's also a wand that is attached to the castle itself, and so that is that you have opportunities and benefits at home as well. And so when a person holds the entire world, that means they have so many choices and so many opportunities. So if you're in a place where you were wondering if you had an opportunity maybe for a new job or maybe a new relationship, it's a resounding yes. This is time for you to start to look at the possibilities, knowing that you do have still something solid at home, and maybe that is that you still have an income or you have people who support you, and you can then venture out into the world to bring a new business or make new friends because you have these opportunities. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe and stay tuned because LaRue wants to say hi. Tell me what's going on. Are you saying there's no food in your bowl? Is that it? You want some food? That's awesome.